Welcome. We're talking about hexagram 60 today, which is closely related to limitation and articulation. Done by James Bird, hashtag mycal8. Again, welcome to everyone. We will be diving into an intriguing concept, that of hexagram 60, known as limitation and articulation, as interpreted by James Bird. This hexagram invites us to explore the balance between setting boundaries and expressing ourselves clearly. It's about understanding how limitations can actually guide us towards success and clarity. I want to emphasize the importance of balance and clarity. Consider this: limitations aren't just restrictions, they're, they're a framework that can help us articulate our true intentions and values. This is a powerful idea. Think of it as the art of knowing when to hold back and when to express fully. As we move forward, we'll delve into what the oracle reveals about this concept. So let's keep an open mind and see how these insights can apply to our lives. The oracle. Let's delve into hexagram 60, known as limitation and articulation. Earth, we have the name G, which translates to articulating. This hexagram is interpreted in various ways, including limitation and moderation. It symbolizes a balance between the lower trigram dual, representing the lake or swamp, and the upper trigram cane, symbolizing water or a gorge. In the judgment section, we see limitation is described as a path to success. However, it's crucial to remember that oppressive limitations should not be blindly persist with. Picture a dike. It holds the waters at the bay, safeguarding the interior of a fortress. This symbolizes using limitations wisely to protect and structure our lives. Now, let's consider the image. Water over lake forms the image of limitation. This speaks to the idea that a superior person uses numbers and measure to understand the world. Again, superior person uses number and measure to understand the world. They examine virtue and conduct to align with higher principles. These insights set the stage for understanding our limitations, guide us in life, and help us articulate our paths clearly and purposefully. Another interpretation. Let's delve into another interpretation of hexagram 60. We begin with the concept of limitations. It's essential to understand that restraints are not meant to be permanent. Instead, they serve as a temporary guides, parameters we set to help us achieve our goals somewhat. This perspective encourages us to appreciate what we have before seeking more. Count your blessings. I want to emphasize the following points. So to pause here. Now, when we talk about articulate, we're referring to the power of speech and its role in personal growth. Speaking truthfully is vital, especially when the moment calls for it. And remember this, in the flow of the Tao, even restraints are temporary. They guide us, but do not bind us indefinitely. These interpretations remind us that limitation and articulation are dynamic concepts integral to our journey and growth. Creating limitations and connections. See here, should I say, let's explore the concept of limitations and connections. Limitations might not seem like barriers, but they are crucial for channeling our energy, guiding our purpose, and leading direct and lending direction to our lives. Those are parameters. Without them, we might find ourselves lost in boundless opportunity, leading to exhaustion rather than fulfillment. Choosing one path often means leaving another behind. This selective focus allows us to balance discipline with freedom, ensuring that our choices are both meaningful and sustainable. They're workable. And the key here is to select these limits consciously and carefully. Rules should not Rules should neither be too strict nor too lenient. The most effective path is one that balances our potential with self discipline. Remember, it's not just about setting limits, but about how we navigate and articulate them in our lives. Moving right along to the next slide. This, we see our references here. Here we have a comprehensive list of references that have shaped our understanding of the I Ching over the years. Each of these works contribute unique insights into the philosophy and application of the I Ching. For instance, John Blofield's 1965 work offers a fundamental perspective, while the more recent interpretation by James Bird in 2018 expands on future implications. As we consider these references, let's appreciate the diversity of interpretations they provide. This variety enriches our approach to understanding limits and connections as discussed earlier. Feel free to explore these texts further as they offer a wealth of knowledge that complements today's discussion on selecting limits consciously and balancing discipline with that of freedom.